Ready to resume this series. We're not in Iowa anymore.
No, I mean, look, the Iowa impression is left. I mean, it's memorable. There's no question. But we come back home to Guaranteed Rate Field, to a packed house. This is awesome. I'm ready for some regular old-fashioned baseball. Let's go.
Hard-throwing right-hander Dylan Cease is set to work against DJ LeMahieu, Brett Gardner, and Aaron Judge.
2-2. Skied the other way. And it's going to be a base hit up against the wall. Goodwin plays it poorly, kind of rolls around on the warning track, but staying at second with a leadoff double is LeMahieu.
And now Gardner pulls this one to right with Goodwin back with space to make the catch on the track. LeMahieu tags and advances, and there's one away.
This should do the job. The catch is made by Robert. Tagging is LeMahieu. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0 X.
The Yankees take a 1-0 lead on the ribby sac fly by Judge. Well, here is Joey Gallo. Now the 1-2 is swung on and hit high in the air to right field. Goodwin going back is on the track. He's on the wall. She's gone. Joey Gallo homers over the right field fence. The Yankees take a 2-0 lead. He's pal Joey, and he homers to right field.
It's been a problem for Stanton, that pitch in that spot. The 1-2, and he swings through another slider as Cease comes back with a K. 2 runs in the first for the Yankees.
And Jameson Taillon going to make his 23rd start there in Chicago tonight. You can see the numbers rounding into form. Only 34 walks.
The 2-2 is swung on and hit high in the air to shallow right. Judge kind of walks in to make the catch, one away.
And the pitch is lined out into left center for a base hit. Anderson will make the turn and end up at third. Jose to second. He's got a double. I'll tell you what, he took a chance and it paid off.
Got the right man up there, fingers crossed.
Eloy Jimenez.
Jimenez on the ground. It nicks off a Taillon. And LeMahieu throws out Jimenez, but Anderson scores, and the Sox are on the board here in the first.
Chopped right to Odor. And over to Voit to get the final out.
Here comes the payoff pitch. That is strike 3 called. Rougned Odor in the air to left, sending Eloy Jimenez to the track on the run to make the catch for out number 2. This is hit well in the air to center as Robert retreats, spins around, backpedals, and makes the catch.
Breaking ball is popped up by Goodwin. There's LeMahieu on the edge of the outfield grass to make the catch, one away.
One of the things that has to happen is Luis Robert has to get his timing back.
2-2 to him. And he hits this one well to center. Gardner is back at the wall. It is gone. Right on cue for Luis Robert.
It's a tied ball game, and this is what he brings to the table. A Gold Glove in center field and a guy with enormous power.
Now the 2-2 is a breaking ball, line to right center field in the gap. It's a base hit, cut off by Robert. No, it goes all the way to the wall. Gardner is going to get a triple out of it. Somebody, it went past Robert, and then Brian Goodwin missed in back of him, and it went all the way to the screen. So Gardner at third with 2 men out, and that will bring up Aaron Judge.
Sliced the other way, and it's a base hit. That's going to go to the wall. Scoring easily is Gardner, and Judge is going for 2. He will make it with an RBI double, and the Yankees lead 3-2.
2-2. Cut on and missed. He went fastball again with 99, and he strikes out Gallo. 2-2 pitch. This is pulled to left and struck well. Gallo dogs it, cannot get it. It goes to the wall. Hernandez will get stopped at third on a bullet from Abreu.
So Jimenez bats again with runners at second and third and 1 out.
2-2 pitch. Eloy drills this one to left center field. Toward the alley and back to the wall, and Gardner makes the catch. Hernandez tags to tie the game on a long sac fly from Eloy Jimenez. Pulled on the ground to the backhand of Cesar Hernandez, and a pick for Jose Abreu. This is bounced towards second. Easier for Hernandez this time, and he throws out LeMahieu.
And that is the changeup.
And he gets Gardner out in front of it again in the 70s for Cease, who nods his way off the mound.
There's chopped it short. There's one on to first, not in time. So Anderson reaches on the fielder's choice.
1-0 pitch. Abreu pops this one up the first base line. The infield fly rule in effect, and it lands foul.
The lights haven't taken over yet. This is dusk. And when both Voit and Higashioka looked up in the air, they couldn't see anything.
That was scored no play. This could be two. There's one. On to first, it's a double play.
Ready for a 1-2. Went fastball, tried the slider, and now gets Judge swinging on a changeup. Cut on and missed. Oh, Crochet tied him up with a heck of a slider. He strikes out Voit with a changeup, and Crochet's fired up. So brings up Brian Goodwin.
Grounded to Voit, and everybody's safe. Oh, they got him. They got him. Darryl Boston, the first base coach, said safe, but the first base umpire, Mike Estabrook, called him out.
It is a 3-3 tie, bottom of the sixth.
Andrew Vaughn, who's come out to pinch hit.
Broken bat, slow ground ball. They're going to come home. They'll get the force.
It's a 3-3 tie. So Collins with 2 outs.
Bases loaded in the 6th inning.
Fly ball. Left center, going back Gardner. He's on the track. He makes the play at the wall to end the inning.
So Gardner comes up
On a 3-2. He struck him out! They've got 2 on here in the 7th with 2 down for Yoan.
And there's a ground ball to Odor. He's going to go across the diamond, and he gets Moncada.
Judge 1 for 6 off of Kimbrel, career-wise. That 1 is a home run.
That one is ripped into center field. On the run is Robert, turning, looking, see ya! A home run to center. A solo shot for Judge, and the Yankees lead 4-3.
Aaron Judge now rounds third, and everyone rise. Here comes the Judge.
Brett Gardner with runners on second and third and 2 out.
A roller to first. Abreu secures it.
White Sox down to their final out.
Jose Abreu, 3-2. Abreu skies it. Left field. Tie ball game. Are you kidding me?
That's 4 hits tonight for Jose. His 24th home run. Would you have it any other way?
And moving to third is Brett Gardner on the ball in the dirt.
Well, here's Judge. And the pitch is lined to left center field. There's a base hit. And the Yankees take a 5-4 lead.
Gallo a home run, solo shot in the first inning. Drilled deep to right. There it goes. If it's fair, it's gone. It is gone. See ya. A long home run for Gallo. And the Yankees lead 7-4.
4-pitch walk to bring the tying run to the plate. First pitch swinging, and it's lined past Odor into center. Jimenez scores, and it's a 2-run ball game.
Sebi looks like he's grabbed a bat with the bases loaded.
That is punched out to first base. They get the out. All the runners get back.
Well, it sets up yet another Hollywood ending for Tim Anderson.
Ground ball right to Wade. Goes to second, gets the force, and Abreu does the job. And the Yankees hold on, and they win 7-5.